Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and happy my birthday to you. That is right. Today is my birthday and I'm 27, which is kind of scary, but exciting for you guys because I am back once again with my annual birthday book recommendations, where I recommend you some of my favorite books corresponding with how old I'm turning. I started this when I was 21. It started off as a nice little list of 21 books. And now we're up to 27 books. It's getting a little bit ridiculous, but I love it anyway. So if you are new to this whole experience, I will essentially recommend, obviously today, 27 books by describing them with like 3 words or short phrases. Because if I was to sit here and explain why you should be reading every single book, it will suddenly be my 28th birthday and I'll be doing all of this again. If you have seen my previous videos, some of these books will come as no surprise to you because they have appeared on multiple lists. I think there is a couple of these books that have appeared on every single list, but there are a few newbies this year, which is really exciting as well. I will just say that this year it's a very romance heavy list, so if romance isn't really a thing, I do apologize, but there are a couple of like fantasy and like sci-fi books in there as well, so it's not all romance. But if you aren't a romance fan, this list probably isn't going to be overly helpful for you, but they are pretty good books to read if you want to get into romance. So anyway, let's just dive right in. So book number 1 is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas, the second book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series. Spicy bat boys, all the world building, and a fun group of friends. Book 2 is A Cowboy for Alyssa by Shirley Pennick, the first book in the Burlap and Barbed Wire series. Boss-employee relationship, Colorado ranch full of swoony cowboys, and fun family dynamic. Book number 3 is Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall, the first book in the London Calling series. Queer, Opposites Attract, and Fake Dating. Number 4 is Caravel by Stephanie Garber, the first book in the Caravel series. Intriguing storyline, stunning magical world, and I could read about Stephanie describing magical paint drying. That's how beautiful it is. Book number 5 is Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake, the first book in the Bright Falls series. Queer, best friend, sister, and returning to a small hometown. Number 6 is A Girl in Between by Anna Daniels. Aussie romance, finding yourself at a crossroads in life, and feels like it actually could be a memoir. Number 7 is Heartstopper Volume 1 by Alice Oseman, the first book in the Heartstopper series. Graphic novel, queer coming of age, and fun art style. And can I say, if you've not watched, and I'm just going to throw in, if you've watched the series but not read the books, read the books. And if you've not watched the series yet, make sure you read the books. If you've read the books but not read, and if you've read the books but not watched the series, I recommend, because the series is adapted like perfectly. Number 8 is If This Gets Out by Sophie Gonzalez and Cale Dietrich. Queer, boy band romance, and secret relationship. Number 9 is Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, the first book in the Illuminae Files series. Focus on the book. Sci-fi, no traditional prose, as it's all told through various different documents, and I ended up being killed off in the 3rd book. And if you need a little context for that, throughout these books, a bunch of like characters die, and there are death lists, and so Amy and Jay ran competitions in order to get your name in the book. And the 3rd book, being the last book in the series, they went all out and killed a whole bunch of people, and my name appears on the death list, which is pretty freaking cool that I was killed off by 2 amazing Australian authors. That's pretty cool. Is it a reason to read the book? I don't really know, but like there's some creators that you will know, whose names you... But in saying that, there are some bookish creators who were killed off in the series, so like Easter eggs, pretty fun. Number 10 is In the Event of Love by Courtney Kay, the first book in the Fern Falls series. And this is actually the most recent release to appear on this list. It came out on the 30th of August, so that is how you know it's a good read. I've only just read it and it's on the list already. Queer, Hallmark movie vibes, and holiday romance. But then there is Kiss Her Once For Me by Alison Cochrane, which actually doesn't come out till the 1st of November, but I've been lucky enough to read already. Queer, holiday romance, and fake engagement / she's in love with her fiance's sister. Then we have Meet Me in Bendigo by Eva Scott, Rule Aussie romance inspired by You've Got Mail, and a super fun bunch of secondary characters. Lucky number 13 is Miss Mechanic by Emma Hart. Strong, take no shit female lead, literally oozing sexual tension, and a swoony male lead. Then we have Nevernight by J. Kristoff, the first book in the Nevernight Chronicles. School for assassins, all the sass and all the smart, and you will literally end up covered in blood. Then we have Playboy Princes by Jamin Eve and Tate James, the second book in the Royals of Arbon Academy series. Dark romance, somewhat dystopian, and borderline throuple, if you're into that. Number 16 is Rebel Without a Clause by Emma Hart. She has said that there is a second follow-up companion novel coming, but I'm not really sure if there is at this point. So it's a standalone single at this point in time. Second Chances, Christmas Grinch, and Snowed In. Next up is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, the first book in the Red Queen series. And before you ask, Cara, no, I have not finished this series yet. Still. But that is not the point. All the plot to a super interesting magical system and really interesting world. Number 18 is Royally Screwed by Emma Chase, the first book in the Royally series. Inside a Royal Family, Swoony Princes, and Sweet Romance. Then we have Secret Park by Rebecca Genchak, the first book in the Campus Nights series. College Hockey in the World of Valley U, Teammates Sister, and a swoony AF team of hockey. Number 20, Homestretch Now, we have Sex Criminals Volume 1, One Way Trick by Matt Faction and Chip Zdarsky. Not safe for work art style. I would show you, but it's not safe for work. I would get this video taken down, which is not worth it. A weird but fun premise and a super crazy adventure. Book number 21 is Switched by Amanda Hocking, the first book in the Trill trilogy. Urban fantasy with trolls, which I know sounds weird, but bear with me. Sweet romance with angst, and a super interesting magical world. 22 is The Assist by Rebecca Genchak, the first book in the Smart Jocks series. College romance set in the world of Valley U, fun and flirty romance, and swoony AF team of basketball players. Then we have The Charm Offensive by Alison Cochrane, The Bachelor, and All the Feels. Then we have The Romance Recipe by Ruby Barrett. Number 25 is The Vet from Snowy River by Stella Quinn. Rule Aussie Romance, The Family of Small Town Life, and Slow Burn. Our penultimate read at number 26 is Tomorrow When the War Began by John Marsden, the first book in the Tomorrow series. Rule Australia, super fun bunch of teen friends, and poses the question, what if Australia was invaded by another country? And then rounding us out at number 27 is Tutoring the Player by Rebecca Genchak, the first book in the Campus Wallflowers series. College Hockey in the World of Valley U. Opposites attract in a shy wallflower and a partying playboy. Just a sweet romance. So that is all 27 books that I'm recommending to you guys in honor of my birthday this year. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what you think of them. And let me know what books have caught your attention and that you hope to read. In the description, I will have a link to a blog post, which will then link to all of these reviews. I'm not going to put 27 links in the description. That's just silly. So it's just going to be one blog post that will link you to the reviews for all of these books if you want to know more about my thoughts and what they're actually about. Interestingly, a lot of these books are ones I've read in the past 12 months, so it's really cool that they've already made it onto this list. There are a few books that had been on like previous lists and then had gone off the list and are now back, which I think is kind of cool. Honestly, the list just does depend year to year on when I scroll through my list of books that I've read on Goodreads. I just pick out the ones that still resonate with me or that I really enjoyed when I read them. And are some of my favorite books. So that's why this list always changes year after year. If you want more recommendations, I will leave a link below to all of my previous recommendations right back to 2017. Is that when I turned 21? Yes, no, 2016. 2016, so I don't even know how old I am. I turned 21 in 2016. So I'll link below to all of those videos if you were interested in just seeing what other books I recommended over the years. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And for my makeup lovers out there, if you want to know more about this look, I've got a video going up maybe next week. I don't know when it's going up. I've obviously already filmed it. But yeah, if you're interested, like stick around, hit that subscribe button and you'll see more. Thank you to everyone who's left me birthday messages or sent me birthday messages. It means a lot. And And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon with this video. Bye!